If you're a brother, if you're a sister, if you're a father, if you're a mother, if you're an uncle, anyone at all that you are, and you know really right inside you that you have a justifiable moral conscience in you, a positive moral conscience in you, a positive thinking moral conscience that always felt guilt in the face of immorality, this very call is for you. And you got to act. You have to act and act speedily and frown at this very immoral act, called gay or lesbianism, whichever they appears to be. These very people, you got to frown at them. You see, in my Igbo adage, there is a proverb that says, "In your game, gay marahi." That's the one kelu Jerome. I say, "In your game, no borole ha marahi." Because no buff, because no abo, because no buhi me ronyozo kogejue marahi. For those that are saying it is a right, like in the face of America today and the rest of the world, who are supporting these people, saying it is their right, they have a right to live. Yes, you have a right to live your life. You have a right to some certain choice. Well, you don't have the right to kill anyone. You don't have the right to go take another person's belongings. It is a crime. And the one that we never had the right to, till the world end, we never had the right, and will never have the right to, is to choose the gender we belong to. We have the right to some certain things, but the very one that nature never provided us the right to choose is gender. Please, this video is a call for you, a brother, a sister, uncle, aunt, father, mother, who cares to know, who believe in them that they have a justifiable, positive, moral thinking sense in them, who always felt guilt in the face of evil and crime. If these people who say it is their right to choose the gender it belongs to, and which you know that it is never a right, here nature never provides us the right to have a choice of gender we belong to. Nature on its own, God who is a creator, have chosen the gender he wants us to be. So whenever you see this and this video you are watching, it is a call for all of us to rethink and act so speedily before it gets to our doorsteps. You see, these people, they are gradually creeping into our household, trying to put our lineage into extinction. Like I've said in my previous video, they are trying everything possible to end the history of humanity. And when it comes to Africa, they are trying everything possible to control the birth rate in Africa. These people, on this their belief or ideology, let me tell you one thing: no right for any of them. This is immorality. This is immorality before the face of anyone who has a moral conscience in them, a justifiable, positive thinking moral conscience. This is not a right. Never a right for any of them. You have the right to live. You have the right to own your property. You have the right to be who you want to be, but not when it comes to gender. Why? God, who made you to be a female, knew that he made you a female to be a life giver, a continuing machine. And when he made you a man, he made you a man to be the egg fertilizer for further procreation of life. And you choose to end it by saying that you are attracted to your fellow man, saying that a woman to have a vagina doesn't make her a woman. If having a vagina doesn't make a woman, if vagina doesn't make a girl to be a girl, if vagina doesn't make a lady to be a lady, handbag, wearing of high heel, or pumping off your bottom, or one thing or the other, wouldn't make you one. No matter how you try to build yourself to look like one, you can never be, because it is not your calling. Chopping off your breast for it to look like a man will never make you a man. Chopping off your manhood to make you a lady will never make you a lady. If you like, go any surgery you wish to go, can never make you one.
I 100% feel like I was part of some cruel medical and social experiment.
I've now been living as a woman for 28 years, and I fully regret this.
I can't believe this happened. I ruined my life.
I'm angry. What's gonna happen to the kids and the youth? I'm sad for humanity and the children and what's gonna happen.
Wish I could just very harshly say to my young pre-testosterone but trans-identifying self, don't do any of this, don't go on T, don't get surgery, don't even change your name, just stop.
I lived 8 years as Laura Jensen until I woke up and realized that it was totally insane to live this out.
Those who are struggling with their gender, this is called gender dysphoria, where they feel a particular way that doesn't line up with their physical reality. And so the technical term is gender dysphoria. And some would say that you should have a transition to match your felt reality, at least in your mind, to match your physical reality. And so gender dysphoria is that confusion, and then they are trying to seek ways to remedy that from their perspective. All right, so now that we've defined our terms, how many people are really struggling with this? Well, according to numerous statistics, the numbers are exploding in recent years. As one example, we'll take a look here at a clinic in the UK called the Tavistock Gender Identity Clinic for Children and Young People, and they've seen just a surge in referrals in the last 10 years, in the last decade or so. And these numbers are similar throughout the Western world, including here in America.
This is what I mean. This is how deep my voice is. It's gotten deeper over time, and it's settled. This is what I mean by hair loss, and it just keeps getting worse. It keeps thinning. It keeps receding backward.
My name is Chloe Cole, and I'm an 18-year-old former transgender child. I transitioned from the age of 12 up until 16 when I realized it all was a lie. My story is a cautionary tale. Children and parents across the country have been caught off guard by gender ideology. How did we get to this point?
This is wrong. This is a black and white issue. There is no gray in this. We should not medically transition children. These children will be more suicidal after they medically transition. You guys are all messed up. We're butchering an entire generation of children. And the facts are is these kids are starting to kill themselves, but nobody will listen. I'm urinating in the middle of London because of a bottom surgery that's completely and totally experimental. I get, infections every 6 weeks. I probably won't live past 10 years. I won't see my grandkids. And you know what? We want to make sure that trans men, believe that they're women. And then we got righteous gay people like this finally starting to come up. Thank God. Find your voices for these children. These kids are getting early onset osteoporosis. They're getting, they can't have kids. I have a video on my phone right now. This kid started 11 years old taking puberty blockers. He's 19 asking me if he's a mutant. He knows that he ruined his body. But who is he? He's a man, but I was a woman, but I destroyed my body. And then here, all we're doing is we want to make sure that trans women. This is wrong. This is a black and white issue. There is no gray in this. We should not medically transition children. And shame on people that are afraid of losing jobs. Shame on gays and lesbians for not speaking up. Shame on doctors. Shame on therapists, because I get those emails. I get people that think that they are mutants. I get people that are killing themselves. I get people calling me with guns in their mouth. And while everybody else is concerned about trans women, I'm doing this because I'm a mother, because I gave birth, and because if I didn't do this, I wouldn't be a mother. And neither would any of you. I have 3 children.